He snitched.
So it has been quite some time since we last talked about the man who dubs himself the Top G. Of course, they threw both him and his brother behind bars for months at the start of 2023, but for the greater part of the last year, both Andrew and his brother have been free. And while they have still been dealing with that Romanian court case, they've also still been streaming during this time, doing interviews, and of course ranting on Twitter.
Of course.
I will say though that their wave of popularity did take a major downturn during that time as well. Don't get me wrong, the Bugatti Master still has a lot of loyal followers shelling him out their money, but the spreading of his content and overall message has been compromised by several of the largest social media platforms.
It's been lowered significantly.
Namely TikTok, who seems to not want any mention of his name on their platform entirely. And some of you might remember that Adin Ross did become one of Tate's biggest meat glazers last year, even shaving his head in solidarity and vowing to the Top G lifestyle.
You want to look like this.
I'm happy I did this, because now my mindset can be strong. It's to form the best version of myself.
Oh, and
I did not know K-Song was in this clip, bro.
Version of myself.
Oh, and I almost forgot when he
never
sniffed
noticed
that chair with Andrew's fresh dingleberries lingering around. I mean, I gotta say, when it comes to all-time grifts, this era of Adin Ross right here might take the cake. And Adin has still been in close contact with Andrew.
That era of Adin
and
was
recently
crazy,
people
bro.
have speculated
that was a weird
that
arc,
he is
bro.
the reason that the Tate brothers are once again in trouble. Because recently both of the Tate brothers were once again locked behind bars by the Romanian authorities after they showed up with the warrant at their door. And people are speculating that the reason they came to get them was because of this clip from Adin Ross's stream where he mentioned some text messages from Andrew.
Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And I'm sorry, he said it's basically now or never. I told you guys this year, you know, it's a week of...
So by him saying leaving Romania and never coming back... Got you. I've been picking up what you're putting up.
And... Again, guys, this might be the last time we ever do this, so it's kind of like we got to take advantage of it now because, hey, bro, it's basically like it's like that.
So essentially, people were saying that Adin leaked Andrew's plan to flee Romania, which he's obviously not supposed to do while this court process is still going on. And so this is actually a statement in response to him being detained in Romania and issued with a UK arrest warrant. And keep in mind, this warrant is being served based on charges that date all the way back between 2012 to 2015, when the two brothers were apparently conducting quite a bit of business within the UK. And in this statement, they talk about this tip coming from Adin Ross's stream. Last week, we received information that Tate might be planning to flee Romania, where he is due to stand trial for separate allegations of trafficking. We wrote to the British police to bring this to their attention and to urge them to immediately seek a warrant for Tate's detention in Romania and extradition to the UK. And then here is the video as they emerge from the police truck. And it's actually pretty similar to what we saw last year when they were detained. But this time, instead of serving months in solitary confinement and eating grubs and maggots and apparently doing all those other things he had to do back then, this was much more like a SpongeBob detainment.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
As Andrew and his brother would literally get out this morning and have this message for the press.
Unfortunately, I don't think many people in Romania understand, but in the West, in the countries that are owned by the Satanists, you reach a certain level of fame, you either put on a dress or you go to jail, and I'm happy to make my choice, which is jail every single time. My soul is not for sale, neither are my principles. We are innocent men. We're very innocent men, and in time, everybody's going to see that, and we're very excited to finish this judicial process and clear our names.
So Andrew is standing behind this idea that he is absolutely innocent and that both him and his brother have done nothing wrong.
It's very funny.
I mean, like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Unless it was like undeniable evidence, right? Then it's like, at that point, you got to stand on that. But
I've been asking Romanian courts to go to the UK myself. I've asked 5 times and been declined. So now I get to go home.
And I think his brother actually says something really interesting right here, which pretty much confirms that the reason they were issued this warrant was because of Adin Ross's stream.
Claims are being made about intentions to flee Romania. Is any such claims true?
Today the judge told me, would you like to get extradited to England? That was the claim against me, that I was trying to flee, and I said, no, I want to stay here and face justice. I want to win here in Romania. So clearly that's not true.
So he's saying it's all BS. We wanted to stay here and face the music and defend ourselves in court and prove that we are innocent.
I mean, like, yeah, they gotta say that now, right? Like, maybe they really were planning on fleeing. Who knows now, right? Would it have been better to do it, or not better, but like, I feel like it's better that it happened now versus like Adin's live with them, and then like Adin leaks it on stream or something, says like, oh yeah, so where you guys going? You said you were leaving Romania forever, and like this is our last stream together. You know what I mean? Like, I feel, because then at that point, then I feel like they would have came into the house, and then like Adin would have been involved somehow too. So like I think it's a little better this way. I don't know, Brent. It is interesting.
I appreciate the Bucharest Court of Appeal's decision to postpone the extradition of Andrew and Tristan. This ruling provides an opportunity for the brothers to participate fully in their defense and for the legal process to proceed in a transparent manner. They went on to say, our clients are fully committed to actively participating in the legal process and defending their reputation, who we can assume to be Adin Ross, who misconstrued a text message from our clients while streaming live. There is simply no truth to it. So it basically sounds like Adin did kind of let the cat out of the bag and expose to the world Andrew's plans to leave Romania. People were saying that they decided to lock Andrew up because of this statement.
I want to make something clear. I was saying this morning on Twitter how John Cena, yesterday at the Oscars, was doing his humiliation ritual to satisfy his paymasters. And everybody's saying, oh, maybe he's just promoting a movie. Maybe. Let me tell you something. I don't care what movie I'm in. You could not convince me to do that. You cannot convince me to do anything fruity or weird. It doesn't matter what movie I'm in because there's no need. I can promote it other ways. I won't do it because my principles are too strong.
And the thing with Andrew is that he says things like this, but then on the other hand, he was perfectly fine with exploiting weak men and taking money from them by pretending to be a female model online on one of his cam sites, and he was the one chatting with them, saying all types of fruity messages.
So I'm trying to teach these women, and the women kept f***ing it up. So I said to them, it's like, you know what? F*** it. I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards and plugged a new one in from me behind the screen. So the chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in. And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famoosers, just laughing and doing this, their titties out. And they were talking to ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it. You get a man with game and give him a female's body, a female avatar. He will f a guy up. I had these guys.
That is, hey, those are some true words, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Do you know how many people, bro? I know so many people during COVID, and even before that too, that were making bank, bro. During that time, so that way by Tinder, Snapchat were the main two. There's a couple other sites that you can do it on too. You can do it on IG. It's a little harder on IG. But Tinder, Snapchat. Bro, you might think like, oh, they're not getting me with no scam like that. You'd be surprised at the amount of guys that actually get scammed by stuff like that on IG, on Snapchat, on Tinder. Like, it is an alarming amount of guys who are willing to pay money just to even get, like, a whiff of a girl, bro. It is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Selling their houses, life savings, loans.
Listen to that, bro.
All of it to me. Give me it all. You'd have a guy.
Feel bad or no?
No. To give a solitary.
So.
Yeah, I probably, like, if you're giving yourself away, yes, there is a chance that there's something wrong, like, mentally, but at the same time, like, you got all this money, bro. You have the money. You have money to keep on pouring to this girl. like, what is not clicking for you? You know what I'm saying?
So to hear him talk about not wanting to compromise his morals or beliefs, to me it just does not hold a lot of weight when that's the avenue that he took to get rich. This Twitter user also said that we need to talk about Jimmy Kimmel's involvement in these weird moments. And I will say, I do think there's some merit to that. I don't think that Andrew's comments about this situation had anything to do with him getting detained. But I do think...
I don't think so. I don't think... Because everybody was saying that, bro. There was a bunch of people saying that. There were a bunch of people saying the stuff about John Cena. Like, as soon as I seen it, bro, like, that was one of the first things I saw. Like, the first time I seen the clip of John Cena, like, nude or whatever, like with the thing, literally first time I seen it, first thing in the comments was humiliation ritual. I was like, I guess. I was like, really, we have to wait and see. Honestly, that, like, before you can even come to a definitive conclusion on something like that, that's a theory, yeah, but it's not, you can't say that as like anything but a theory, because you don't really have anything to prove it with yet. Now, if he like goes crazy in the next couple movies and like over the next couple years his career like skyrockets and he's doing like super huge projects, you know what I'm saying, like huge box office films, like that's whenever you could start thinking like, okay, this guy's alright, that was a ritual that he did and now he's paying, you know what I'm saying, he's getting rewarded for it. That's the only way I could really see
Jimmy
that.
is a little weasel. Y'all know I do not like him. I feel like he's the type of guy that the first chance he gets, he's gonna stab you in your back. Even the beacon of truth had to weigh in on this matter.
An hour and a half ago? Why is it that they keep getting... Why do they keep getting jailed during Ramadan time? They start speaking positively about Islam and then they lock them up intentionally so that they can't celebrate Ramadan?
I mean, you gotta hand it to the man. He really does know how to always go back to the grift. Like, no, dude, not everything goes back to religion. I mean... With the way he
I mean, like, look, that's Sneako's current arc, bruh. That's Sneako's current arc. You know what I'm saying? He was on the red pill timing. He would look, if this was back when Sneako was on the red pill, like, crazy, he would have said, like, oh, yeah, the moment he says something about, he would have said the John Cena thing. But since his main thing now is religion, now he's like, the moment he says something about Islam, bro,
Muslims occupy like this very small, very niche Sneako be doing his religious space.
Sneako stay in character though, for
like
sure.
2
He will do
people
that.
on this planet right now who practice that religion.
First day of Ramadan, like they did it last time too on New Year's Eve. Like, you can't tell me that's not strategic, bro.
It's just crazy to me to see these people who want to turn absolutely everything into a conspiracy theory just reach for absolute sticks anytime something bad happens to someone who they like. Like, personally, I used to love the Hodge twins back in the day, but they've kind of been on that same wave for quite some time now.
Oh,
and even they came through to say Andrew and Tristan were just arrested again on some made-up charges from 12 years ago. The elites want everyone locked up that goes against their lies. I just don't understand how someone can speak so absolutely about a situation where almost none of the details are public information.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, and like, there's more proof saying that it was because of Aiden, though.
Because I've seen quote-unquote evidence that makes them look really bad, and then I've seen other information that points towards their exoneration. But one thing I've learned being on YouTube and covering public court cases over the years is that it's best not to take an absolute biased stance until you actually get a verdict, because sometimes all the information that's circulating around in the public is obviously not going to be all the information that the jury is going to have.
Facts.
And so now when it comes to matters in court, I cover the information, cover the various sides, but I'm not going to make a statement that's going to make me look stupid later on, you know, like I did with the Tory Lanez case.
Tate's team confirmed.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing I was thinking about too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I messed up with the Tory Lanez case too, bro. I can't even cap, bro. You know, I did the same thing about Tory Lanez, bro. I did the exact same thing. I was just gonna say that after he got done saying that.
That I f***ed up, and Tate told me, right? I f***ed up, and thank God he did not get put back in there, because I would have felt really guilty.
Either way, it will be interesting to see what happens here. Personally, I don't see these brothers going behind bars for a very long period of time. I do want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. I also find it incredibly ironic that Adin Ross got them in trouble in this way. Either way, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, coming back with yet another update on Samiranet News. I do want to thank y'all for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys know, it's been your friendly neighborhood Mexican, and some other news out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
We're firing on this one. And then he had no situational awareness. He's just being money. I'll never understand why someone put their life in the hands of Adin. This stuff was outrageous and held the enemy better than a dumb friend. That is very true. That is very true. The ex-con who roid rages on clients.